Hello dear students, I welcome all of you on this platform. In last lecture we have discussed about the molecular structure of DNA as well as structure of RNA and their differences. Now in this lecture we will discuss about the different experiments which are carried out or performed by the different scientists to prove that DNA acts as a genetic material and it carries the genetic information from one generation to another. So we will discuss in this lecture. The first experiment which has been performed by the Griffith. That experiment is nothing but to prove what component is transformed or which he said that component is nothing but transforming principle. So for this experiment he carried out some experiment on a rat by using different strains of bacteria. So the early work of British bacteriologist, that is Frederick Griffith, in 1928 on the transfer of virulence in the pathogen, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae, give a first evidence of DNA as a genetic material. Griffith is nothing but a British bacteriologist. Bacteriologist is nothing but a which carry out his works on bacteria. In 1928, he gave a first proof that the virulent factor, virulent is nothing but a pathogen ability of the organism to cause a disease. Virulence in the pathogen are transferred by means of DNA, and that's why he said is nothing but a DNA is a factor which can be transferred from one generation to another and is nothing but a genetic material. So for this he used Streptococcus pneumoniae as a virulent bacteria for his experiments. For the experiment he selected two strains of Streptococcus pneumoniae for this experiment. Streptococcus pneumoniae, these are nothing but a bacteria, and this bacteria he used for his experiment two types of strains. One is R type of strain. R stands for rough type of strain. Strain is nothing but some types of two different species of same type of bacteria. So R type of strain and S type of strain, both are the strains of Streptococcus pneumoniae. So firstly the R type of strain. R stands for the bacteria which produces a rough type of colony, or the texture of that colony is rough type. So that's why he called that strain as a R type of strain, and that strain which grown on the petri plate which shows a rough type of colonies or rough appearance, that is R, and the bacterium is non-virulent in nature and non-capsulated. For this experiment, Griffith selected two types of strains. One is R strain and another is S type of strain. S type of strain is nothing but a bacteria when grown on the petri plate, it produces or appears smooth surface of that colony, and it is virulent in nature and capsule forming or capsulated strain. For this experiment, he selected two types of strain, R type and S type of strain. R type of strain is non-virulent, and S type of strain is virulent type of strain. S type of strain is capsulated, which form a capsule, while R type of strain, it is non-capsule forming. R type of strain form a rough texture or rough surface of that colony, while S type of strain, it produces smooth appearance of the colony when grown on a medium. So these are the structural differences, morphological differences between this organism. Both are belong to the family, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae. Both strain, when he used for his experiment, later on he carried out his experiment on a experimental animal, that is mice, or we can say albino mice. So firstly he has selected a healthy mice for his experiment. For that he has collected a S type of cells, that is smooth type of cells, virulent strains, and produces a capsule. That means they are positive agent or they cause a disease when injected to a healthy host. So after collecting S type of cells, he collected the S type of strains and injected to a healthy mice. When he injected S type of strain into the healthy mice, he found that mice dead, or he found that mouse get a infection, and after some time the mice is dead, and from dead bacteria he collected, or from serum of that rat he collected S type of yes colonies of the S type of. After that he collected the blood samples from rat and inoculated that bacteria into the nutrient media or plate. He observed that S type of colony appears. So that's why if S type of cells which are virulent in nature, if injected to the mice, it cause infection to the mice, and that similar type of colonies are appear or recover from that dead mice. Later on, he injected R type of cells, which are non-virulent cells, non-capsulated, and produces rough type of colony when inoculated treated, and injected another healthy mice with R type of cells. R type of cells he have taken and injected into another healthy mice, and after some time he observed that mice showing no ill effect, and that mice are surviving normally, as the R type of strain of bacteria is non-virulent and cause no side effect to that mice. Then he found that, or he carried out another step of experiment. So in this experiment he used heat-kill cells of S type of bacteria. He given a heat treatment to the S type of cell. That's why all the viable cells of that bacteria become died, and he used heat-kill cells of S type of bacteria. And when he injected that S type of cells into the healthy mice, another mice, and he found that bacteria survive, or it doesn't show any ill effect as that of the first mice, and that mice is normally surviving. So he found that after the heat treatment, some factors are killed due to the heat treatment. That's why that mice is surviving. After that, he used heat-kill S type of cells and R type of live cells. Here in the red color we can see a heat-kill S type of cells and R type of cells in a clear hollow diagram. So the mixture of heat-kill S type of cells and R type of cells, when he injected to another healthy mice, he found that the mice shows a ill effect, and the mice is died after some time of infection. So, and that from dead mice he collected S type of live cells of S type of cells. So in first step he carried out experiment. When he injected S type of cells, mice died and S type of cells are recovered. In case of R type cells, no ill effect was found. In case of heat-killed S type of cell, mice survive. And in case of heat-killed cells plus R type of live cells, when he injected to the mice shows an ill effect, and S type of cells are recovered from the dead mice. As here we have used heat-killed cells of S type of cells. So he shocked. He observed that how it is possible, as we have injected S type of heat-killed cells and R type of live cells, so something is happened in that R type of cell which are non-virulent are now transferred to a virulent strain, and something is transferred from heat-killed cells to the R type of cell. So that factor which is transforming R type of cell into S type of cell, he called as a transforming principle. Here, on the basis of his observation which he had made in his experiment, Griffith concluded that the R strain, that is the strain of Streptococcus pneumoniae, bacteria have taken up something from the heat-killed S type of cells. R type of strain, which is not virulent, he have taken something from the S type of cell, that is virulent cell, and that R type of cell has taken from the S type of cells, he called that as a transforming principle, which allow them to transform into smooth coated bacteria and become virulent. Due to this transforming principle, S type of cell has transferred something from S type to the R type. That's why R type of cells become virulent. It causes an ill effect to the mice, and R type of cells are now converted into S type of cells which are virulent and cause a disease to the mice. So that's why something is transferred, and the transforming matter is called as a transforming principle. Whether it is DNA, RNA, protein, polysaccharide, something else, but something is transferred from S type of cells to the R type of cell. But not sure what has been transferred from S type to S cell to the R type of cell. He said something is transferred, but he is unable to give a concrete evidence about transforming principle is DNA. So it is nothing but a primary evidence that something is transferred from S type of cell to R type of cell, and that's why he called that as a transforming principle. So it is nothing but a first experiment of Griffith about DNA as a genetic material.